Paint Night Podcast is about getting to know the artist behind the painting. Our mission is to provide a platform where artists come together to create art and share their stories. Thank you for joining us and supporting the arts. And we're live. And hello.
Hello from podcast, or Paint Night Podcast.
Alright. Hello, Toby's mom. You're on here.
Hi, Ma.
Ooh. It is kind of cold in here. I'm trying to restructure this body
Again?
Yeah. Well, to make it a little more natural, plus I think I'm just going to have her, like, burning into the ashes. Like, have really nice skin tone and things going on, and then, like, burning, but also have that cigarette-ish glow underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she is going into ashes in a way.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really dope. And then maybe have, like, lights kind of glowing, like, or cracks, like, glowing of her.
Yeah. Kind of like what we talked about last week.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm trying to flesh it out more in my head.
No, you're good. You're
It'd be
good.
so cool. I is excited. Oh, yeah. Going live here.
Thank you.
Should I let Ink in? No. That's what you get for being a butthole. She kept running up to the door, thinking we were gonna let her in, and then she ran away 3 times. Let's see.
Kendra
Holy shit, that is
KM
hot.
89. Yes, you finally made it. Paint night. I hope everyone is doing well and getting ready for the holiday season. Yay.
We definitely did a few holiday season and shopping last night.
Yeah.
Late night Macy's.
Late night Macy's. I love when stores stay open to my hours.
Your night owl hours.
Yeah. Like Macy's stays open till midnight. I'm like, yes, we're going to party tonight. And then all I got was attitude from people.
There's that one lady following you around for a bit.
Oh, the one with the stink pretty shit.
Yeah, stink pretty. Yeah.
And go, hey man, I know I look like a sack full of assholes. But like, I like to smell pretty. It takes the edge off of the rough looks. So
Fair.
I go and
I feel like people go off smell a lot when they meet people. If you smell like BO, I don't want to be.
right, yeah. I mean, if I smell you before you come close to me, like that little pause.
I'm just gonna say shit.
Yeah. Well done. Anyhow, if I smell you like, coming, I'm just gonna leave that alone too. I'm like, no, not into it. Like, even if it smells amazing, but if it's that strong, like, no.
Pungent.
Yeah, but like, I like to smell nice, so I get aftershave and colognes and stuff like that. Well, I only buy so much at a time, and then I'm like, oh shit, gotta restock up, and I always forget what I got. So I go around and I look for the bottles. Well, last night this lady just wouldn't leave me alone. She's like, well, what was it? And I was like, I don't know, it's in a black bottle. Just let me look. Like, that's all I wanted to do was look. I'll find it. And she just kept coming at me with all kinds of papers that smelled like.
They didn't really smell that good either.
No, they smell.
I think I felt
pretty
like
bad.
it was like she was trying really hard because it was
Yeah.
like one of her things, not that she does all the time, but she's getting into it and she doesn't understand ish.
Yeah, and I mean I get it. Like,
Or she's like desperate and trying to make numbers really bad.
yay! I got people painting with me.
Really?
Queen Isabella.
Nice.
721 is always fucking killing it at Juicy Tattoo in Elkhart, Indiana.
Ooh.
She is painting walls in the new shop as
Ooh.
we paint, so that's kind of.
Fuck yeah, that is dope.
And then Minxie Jinx is following. She's like, "What up, painter? What up, dog?" But yeah, so like I was being hounded by the fucking stink pretty lady, and I know like yeah, like you were saying, you know, it's seasonal work, and most of them had just started like a couple nights ago, so
That
they're
sucks
just
to
like
stay up late though too. I wouldn't want to be in a store like that all throughout the night. I think I have to not black out, but put some glue to cover up.
I'm pretty sure that is always your status, Miss Minxie Jinx. But you do like the license plate. I'm thinking about getting some magnets so I can just put it over my regular license plate on the Hellcat. No fucks given. I mean, that would be illegal, so I'm not gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it either. Just saying. Yeah, I feel for those guys working at like seasonal work, especially in a Macy's that's big, or that is that big, and it was dead. It was me and Allie and maybe one other person that was sleeping, and then the rest were just workers. They're just like, fuck Christmas music.
Yeah, ladies is like listening to Ariana Grande and all the holiday peoples. Let's see.
I can't. I'm super honored that my art gets hung in the new shop. I love it when my art finds new homes, good homes. Oh yeah, I need to share. I was actually listening to some Christmas music today.
Gross.
No, it's totally is gross. Some Gigi Allen music, if anyone is familiar with Gigi Allen. If you have a strong stomach and a great sense of humor, look it up on YouTube. Gigi Allen Christmas album. It's fantastic. One of just a horrible punk rocker from back in the day. Just a true scumfuck. I mean, he has a song named Scumfuck. But he's one of my favorites. Not because he was talented, because of the spectacle that he became or was. One of his Christmas songs is the 12 Days of Christmas, and it starts out with how does he put it? On the first day of Christmas, my true slut gave to me a virgin so very horny, and it, escalates very quickly, and it's funny, and it gets me in the Christmas mood. So Christmas punk rock mood. It is definitely not for everyone, but one of my favorites.
Let's get in there.
Yeah, it is. It's looking good.
I don't know how I want her arms though. If I want like the hands to still be, I don't know.
Well,
You know what I mean?
work on the core and let the hands follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's way easier to go about that way than to go, well, the hands have to be this way, and then you're reverse engineering everything. Like, let it flow.
Okay.
Let it happen the way it needs to.
So if I don't know, just kind of.
Just work on the core, and then what I used to do as a kid a lot was if I was painting something or drawing something in a certain position, I would actually stand in the mirror or look at my hand in said position and like look at it from different angles, or have somebody else stand in that position and then look at it in that angle or from a different angle, and then that way I would have what I needed, or at least a better idea of how the body worked, the mechanics of everything.
Okay.
I'll model for you.
So what are you planning to try to get done today, or at least what chunk?
Well, I know the last time I had mentioned, I think Mom said that she was the only person watching. She was like, "Do I win it?" I was like, "Fuck off." But I kind of mentioned that I may give this painting away for giveaway, but I don't know if I'm going to be done in time. And I would, instead of rushing artwork, I have a few sitting around that I wouldn't mind making sure that they found good homes. So I'm just, I've got no limit on what I'm going to do or trying to get done. I just want to let it happen naturally. But with that being said, if you're on the YouTube, you can see the Star Wars trademark, the Star Wars painting that I did with Han Solo, the Millennium Falcon, and sketches of Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia behind my painting. I am going to raffle, give away, whatever, that on the 21st is when I will pick the winner, but the contest will actually start tomorrow. So, and I'm going to put all of that stuff up as soon as we are done with Paint Night Podcast tonight on my Instagram. But I will put all the rules and all that stuff up, or say them before we end the podcast, just so everybody that is following right now has a jump start on it. Shameless self-promotion.
Nothing wrong with it.
Oh, that's so awesome. The Queen Isabella said that I helped inspire her to start painting again. So
Nice.
I'm super, 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 super stoked about that. Painting is so awesome, and I think that would look awesome in the bedroom, by the way. Shannon, it was good having you here. I'll see you soon. No, that's awesome. I only want to influence good stuff.
All the good things.
Yeah, I want people to paint. Everybody can do it. Everybody has their talent. You might not be painting, but I mean.
Only if you dedicate all your time to it.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
or only if you dedicate a good amount of time to it.
But at the same time, if there's no love in it, like.
You gotta feel it, man.
Yeah, it's like. Well, okay, so here's a question. Like, I get asked a lot, or said, people go, I wish I had your talent.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, and I'm always the one that says like, we all have that talent. We all have something.
Right.
You just have to find it. Like, whatever you love, it's, trust your gut, follow your heart. Like, whatever your heart says, or you want to do, that's what you should do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that everybody has an artistic outlet, or that it is something that you hone, or is it something that you're born with? Like, what's your aspect on that?
I think that everyone is born with a different code of some sort. We all have our preferences of what interests us a little more than other things. So, like, yeah, it's because we put our time to it, but we put our time to it because we like it. It's the one thing that we can do that doesn't drive us nuts, but that we like and that we can, like, zone into. Where some people, it's working out, and some people, it's sports, and some people, it's acting or talking or doing the math to things, and I don't know, it's really whatever language people read. I think there's different aspects. I'm not sure how many there are, but that's my thinking anyway. I think everyone has their predetermined, not predetermined, but when you're young, you find that one thing that's just absolutely magical to you or something, or even throughout your teenager years, because most people don't find what they really like until they try different things. So I think we might have just been lucky enough to find that thing immediately and then just stick with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can
or
see that.
some people, like, kind of just ignore it. They ignore what they like. Because I do know people are trained / not trained, but people can grow up without trying to figure out how to word it. I mean, people could grow up with the environment that teaches them to be one way because it's someone else's ideal.
Mm-hmm.
For, like, throughout childhood.
A product of their environment.
Yeah. And people could choose to be that way, but I know a lot of people that, like, are born into it and they know damn well what they like, but they kind of just suppress it a bit because of their environment.
Mm.
I know I did. Growing up Mormon is funny because my dad was, like, all, like, less spiritual / well, he's more spiritual now, but less on the witchy-ish side. That stuff scares him. He still thinks tarot is black magic, which I find hilarious, but yeah.
Well, and it's the fear, and everybody has their own set belief system.
It's just different.
And a lot of times, it's...
Because I definitely know some witchy hippie people that are scared of, like, the Christian faith, too. Like, it's a vice versa thing, one or the other usually.
Yeah.
Which, I'm neutral to it. I really liked the way I grew up. It was a different perspective, and I feel like it helped me grow to be who I am.
Well, yeah, of course.
So, I don't know.
I like that you kind of put in there that what doesn't drive them crazy. You find something that doesn't annoy you or doesn't drive you crazy, but at some point, like, it kind of alleviates that crazy.
Or maybe it's helping you without you knowing it. Because I know when I'm off of it, I go depressed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, your thing, whether it's painting or you know, working out or cooking or baking or whatever your gift is, like, it kind of, it soothes the soul when you're in the midst of doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like everyone has that thing that just clicks. And if you haven't yet, maybe you haven't tried enough things.
Nicholas painting with me. Fuck yeah, dude. Paint.
Are your thoughts kind of the same? Do you think everyone...
Do
you think
I think
that people can... I mean, I
yeah.
do believe that if people put in enough effort, if they like something, maybe it doesn't turn out to be something they thought in the beginning that they wanted to get into, but maybe they fall into the same realm. I think it doesn't hurt to follow your curiosity and see where it takes you either.
Well, yeah, I definitely believe that you should try many different things, because even if you believe that you have found your passion, your muse, your thing, your talent, like, it's good to try other things, especially in the early stages of something, to make sure that's what you love. You know, and if you keep coming back to it, then it's a sure sign that, yeah, this is my thing, this is what I love to do, and I'm good at it, or, you know, I enjoy doing this, so I'm going to work at it. Kendra kind of brought up a good point, like, that the artist's gift is born in, but I think, and then it's perfected over time. But at this, I totally agree. Like, I mean, I was kind of predetermined to, you know, be good at art, but I could have picked many different things. Like, I was pretty decent at, you know, quite a few different artistic outlets. Like, I spent most of my time painting and drawing, and that was my true love. So yeah, like, definitely stronger at that. And I did have a talent to it. You know, it was like, kind of like you said, you know, we found it early, and it was stronger in that direction. So we were pretty lucky as knowing that. I think there's a lot of people that search a long time, because they get confused, or they don't have that immediate, like, strong talent right off the bat. They have to go through and find and search a few things before.
I wonder if in the grand scheme of things, I wonder if it's based on also, if we had a past life, it's based on a past life experience. If, you know, people who are, like, naturally good at something.
Possibly.
Like, I don't know for sure, but you know what I mean.
I would definitely say, you know, that is a distinct possibility. You know what I mean? Like I don't know everything, but I can see where, yes.
If it's based on that kind of...
But it's a structured kind of thing where it's not like, say I was a mediocre painter or a pissant painter, you know, like, in my past life, and then this life I'm a little bit better, or I pick up where I left. I don't think it's necessarily like that. I think it's the consciousness.
What do you
like, if you evolve your consciousness to the next level, your path is a little more
easier on the next.
Not even easier, just a little more clear cut. You know where to go. Like, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy.
Right.
It just means that you kind of know which direction to go. or what's cut out ahead for you?
Or we're just stubborn sons of bitches. Either one.
Oh yeah, I mean that is definitely. I'm definitely stubborn. That's for sure.
Alright, nose. Please be my friend today. Okay, yes. I just need to make the lips slightly bigger. I think I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing. Damn it, I really liked it. Or do you think they could be... Are they good that size, or should I make them bigger?
The lips?
Yeah.
I like them that size.
Yeah?
Yeah, it reminds me of Muka. Oh my god. We can't be friends until you know who Muka is. Muka, or it's a Art Deco style.
Your mom says, cool. Not stubborn, just know what you want. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Sorry. I just realized what you said.
You're like,
I was like, no, wait.
No, I know Muka. Yeah, the Art Deco, yeah.
I thought it was like an animation or something.
But
no, that's exactly what I'm trying to
Yeah, and I would say, like, that face right there, that profile is very Muka. Like, yes. the lips, the nose, the little bit of larger eyes. Just
I might
the
do some, like, negative space pattern trippy stuff going on here, too.
Yeah, and I mean,
like,
even the hair
subtle.
is very, very Muka-esque.
True. So that means I shouldn't do any, like, real fine lines. I should, like, outline, like, detail.
You can.
Outline.
I mean, no, do what you do.
True.
Don't make it a Muka painting. Like, you
no,
can't,
I mean, it'll
but...
be my, like, hint, but it'd be cool to add that. Because I like the softness to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, it's not, like, a bold outline until the outside, and then the inside's very soft. And I really love that look.
Yeah,
so it'd be cool if I did that with the hair a bit, too.
Pick and choose where you do it.
What do you mean?
Pick and choose where you do the outline on the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Because hair is supposed to be flowing. So a lot of, like, a couple of the places you can leave no outline, or even just a super thin outline, or even do a few outlines outside of it to kind of accent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of cool.
That would be really cool. I think, because I don't think I'm going to do a black outline. It'll be more like a dark red.
Yeah.
Like a dark burgundy red.
Like a burgundy or a mauve.
And like a little bit in the hair, but not so much, just to indicate movement a little, but not too much.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But very soft. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as, like, you know, I have to agree with Kendra again. Like, it's, you know, once you find that thing, like, it's not like automatically when you were born with a talent, like, everything is just handed to you. You still have to work your ass off. Like, there's a lot of work and a lot of, you know, practice and
there's always
sacrifice.
There's always going to be someone way better than you, too.
Yeah.
Always.
But I mean, like, and I'm not trying to make it sound like a wine job or anything like that, where it's like, I never went out and played or blah, blah, blah. But, like, I spent most of my time, like, drawing and painting and screwing around like that.
Yeah.
You know, like,
no,
I didn't go out.
I spent a lot of time by myself just drawing up stuff.
Yeah. And, I mean, I loved it, don't get me wrong, but no matter how much you love it, it's still work. Like, it's still maybe a struggle, but, like, it's just a lot of work and time that is put into it.
True. Well, also, it's we get better at our markings by painting and doing a lot of art. It's all like practice and fundamental stuff. We sketch all the time now too. Well, I'm sketching all the time too. Well, you do too, but I mean, like, I'm sketching now more so than before. But we sketch all the time and we do stuff. Like, everything is pretty much art related that we do. And now our jobs. That's actually why I like tattoos. I was able to go back to my illustrative-ish self, and I was missing that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Well, and I know when I got back, or when I got back into, but when I got into tattoos, like, that was a whole new realm where I stopped going out with my friends. I mean, I know I've said it a few times, but tattooing saved my life. Like, I didn't go out to the bars with my friends anymore. Like, I stayed home and drew. Like, that's what I did, you know?
You know what, that's like my opposite. I started having friends.
Yeah.
And I started going out more.
But it was good. It got me back into, like really
discipline.
working on work and not just, I'm going to go out to the bar with the dudes and blow shit off and whatever, you know?
I see.
But it's like, and I worked on Saturdays, and I worked till 8. Like, all my dudes were already gone and getting blitzed, you know, by 8 o'clock.
Blitzing.
Yeah, you know, so, like, it was what I needed, obviously, but, you know, like, that was, like, the sacrifice that I was willing to take, and, you know, like, there's many sacrifices within that that I was more than happy to offer up, whereas, like, no, art is more important than this stuff. Like, I would rather have that. It doesn't mean it's not work. It just,
Yeah, like I get what you mean.
not like I piss excellence. You know what I mean? Like, or anybody that is talented in something just pisses excellence. You know, it's like talent just means that you have a foot up. It means you still have to work at it. You don't go to practice, you're not going to be good. You're not going to do all the layups, you know?
I think tattoos have kind of helped me in the direction of actually being more comfortable with myself and around people. Again, it's like the weirdest thing. It actually did the opposite for me. I used to, like, I have a good friend or two that I'll still talk to, but I don't, well, before I started getting my electric family / also, like, everyone I met after I started getting into tattoos, like, they're my family, but I never really had a stable friendships before that, so I was always, like, clung on to that toxic relationship kind of deal.
Sure.
For, like, a few years, for a second, and then, and I never went out to begin with because I was Mormon, but, like, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So it was a lot of different things, and then I started getting into tattoos, and then I started, what was it? Like, just getting out there more, and putting myself out there, and being myself, and it's, like, the strangest thing, and it definitely saved my life on that aspect.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm trying to take it seriously because I want to get good at it, but I definitely think it helped me get out of my shell of, like, the uptight, like, worrying about what everyone says, like, trying to, like, look good for everyone and do what I thought everyone wanted out of me.
Right.
And now it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna wear a bead on my forehead every day, and I don't care what people say, and I've got nothing but it's like, I've been challenging myself for the past year with all my wardrobe, and everyone has liked it. I even was like, in my head, because it's funny, before I would have these thoughts of like, that's gonna be silly, or people's not gonna like that, and it's gonna be weird, and you're just gonna be an oddball. Granted, I am, but
we all are. Yeah.
But I get complimented on it, and it's the weirdest thing. And I'm more settled into myself, especially with my tattoos too. I was worried about that because I have my mom and dad fears of, what are people gonna think of you? What about the conservative market and blah blah blah, or how are you gonna get a boyfriend? Those.
Yeah.
Like, my dad's always the market, and my mom's always boyfriend. So it's like, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But
seems about right.
Yeah. But it's, I don't know. It's taught me to be a little more courageous with myself.
Yeah. Well,
and
that's
it's a
good.
job that allows me to be as weird as I want to be too, and draw. And I get to draw for people, which is even great because I would not like to be a painter and be alone in a room all the time. I think I'm a very people person. Like, I love people. That would drive me crazy if that's all I did. And I think that's why I need multiple things, like tattooing and then doing painting here and there and then doing a side thing. But at least with the tattoos, I get to work with people and I get to make something people love and be able to leave this beautiful artwork piece on people, or at least
having that human connection. And I totally agree. Like,
it's fun. It's like almost being like, we're like the hairdresser / therapy people
bartender.
sometimes. Yeah, bartender.
Absolutely.
Like, I love that, and I'm so happy I get to do it with art. Because, and be able to do that well for people, like, interpret their things well enough to be like, just that reaction of gratitude right afterwards, I think is beautiful.
Well,
I
and
love
it's
it.
a healing process.
It truly is. Truly is. I've been telling people about like releasing their energy / with it, like telling them my point of view with tattoos and stuff, and that it's the one thing that you can have to be more of an individual than you already are. Because even if you get the same tattoo everyone gets, it's a different artist and different markings, and so it's all an experience, and it makes you more of an individual than another. So it's really cool.
And it's a slow build to kind of what you've experienced with caring what other people think and blah blah blah, but like they're slowly growing out of their shell. You know, even if it is a barbed wire armband or whatever, you know what I mean?
All the tattoos.
But yeah, it's their tattoo.
Yeah, and it's them. It's something that caught their eye.
Yeah, and they get to grow out of that.
For sure. And it's fun. I like being able to help people in that way. Especially, I love it when they tell me, they're like, I'm so glad I came to you. Like, you seem really chill, and I was really scared, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, aw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like that side cheerleader for them. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to help you with your rebellion, for sure. Like, I'm always down. Like, there's nothing to worry about. And I tell them how I was Mormon. They're like, really? So it's always fun. Plus, I love hearing stories. I love talking to people. And then creating art.
Yeah, absolutely.
Art is great. Got all festive in the other room.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm liking this color, purple on her face. We are at 40.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow.
I know. These things are going by quicker than usual. It's really fun though. I like.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying our paint night podcast times. And I'm glad that we kicked it up 2 times a week now, or when we can. I mean, so far it's been great.
Yeah, my new schedule, so I'll be working from 12 to 5, or no, 12 to 7. It'll be enough time. But yeah, I like the timing. I'm glad that we're like in a head time zone too.
Yeah.
You know? Because when I was in Phoenix, that screwed me up all the time. I'd be like, oh, I should call Mom, and it's like 10, and I'm like, oh, 10's not that bad. But then it's like in reality 12. And she's like waking up, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm so sorry. It's not an emergency. I just wanted to call. Because my mom always answers. If it's late, she thinks it's an emergency.
Sure.
Which is funny.
That's a mom thing.
Oh, yeah, it's a very mom thing. But, oh my God, I almost dipped it in my coffee.
Every week.
I know. I even see it. There's a Tina on it.
Damn young kid.
Like maybe I accidentally swallowed too much. Or no, I haven't been painting that long. That doesn't make sense. I mean, I've been painting, but not as consistently.
Right.
Well, no, that would explain the past year. Let's see.
Little by little.
One by one.
Yeah, my paintings are. I mean, Leonardo da Vinci